Welcome, everyone. So, today we're going to break down how you can go from being, a complete beginner to a confident, skilled live streamer. We're going to walk you through the whole roadmap, right from that very first click all the way to a final, super polished live event.
All right, so let's just dive right in. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of how to do all this stuff, the first big question we've got to answer is who? Is this journey really for? Let's figure out if you're in the right place to start.
Okay, section one. Your streaming journey starts. And we're kicking things off here for a really important reason. See, the first step isn't about rushing out to buy a fancy camera. Nope, it's about figuring out if this whole path is the right fit for your creative ideas, or maybe your business, or whatever your goals might be. So just take a look at this list for a sec and see if any of these sound familiar. Are you an aspiring streamer who really wants to build an audience? Maybe you're already a content creator and you're looking to add live video to your mix. Or hey, a small business owner who wants to host live events. Could even be a gamer or an educator wanting to switch to a live format. If you're nodding along to any of these, then yep, you are absolutely in the right place. All right, moving on to section two, master the craft. So now that you know this is for you, let's get into the good stuff. We're gonna look at the actual roadmap, your 6-week transformation from, a total beginner to a really capable pro. Now, this isn't just a bunch of random tips thrown together. Not at all. It's a structured 6-week path where every week builds on the last. You'll start with the absolute basics, the landscape, and your initial setup. Then we layer things on, production, visual design, and then audio mastery. It's all about building that solid foundation. And it all leads up to the grand finale in week 6, you executing your very own professional live event. How cool is that?
So you might be wondering, what does mastering the fundamentals actually mean? Well, it means you're going to get your hands dirty with the exact same tools the pros use. We're talking about powerful and totally free software like OBS Studio. And here's the key. You're not just learning boring theory. You're actually learning how to plan, produce, and optimize a really high-quality stream on the platforms that matter, like Twitch and YouTube.
And you can really see your skill progression laid out here. You'll literally go from doing your first simple private test stream all the way to designing a full custom branded stream package with your own scenes and overlays. By the end of this, you're not just hitting a go live button. Oh no, you are producing a complete 60-minute professional event. And that right there is the difference between an amateur and a pro. Okay, so you've put in the work, you've built the skills, but what's the payoff, right? What do you actually get out of this? That brings us to section 3, launch your career. Let's talk about the real, tangible rewards for all your hard work. And trust me, the answer is pretty concrete. You're going to walk away with 3 distinct, super valuable assets. And these go way beyond just, knowledge in your head. Think of them as your brand new career toolkit. First up, you get actual proof of your new expertise. You're going to earn an official Zawadi Tech Lodge certificate. This is something you can show to potential clients, employers, anyone really, and it validates that you have a solid foundation in live streaming. Second, and this one is huge, you'll have a professional portfolio. Those recorded live streams you did, especially that final capstone event, that becomes your showcase. You can literally show people what you can do, not just tell them. It's a total game changer.
And number 3, you're not just learning random skills. You're preparing for actual real-world roles. This whole thing is designed to get you ready to confidently step into jobs like an entry-level streamer for a company, or maybe a community manager who really gets the live environment, inside and out.
Okay, let's talk about section 4, the Zawadi Lodge difference. Because look, you could try to piece all this together from 1,000 different online videos, right? So let's break down what makes this approach so different and so effective, especially for creators right here in our region. And this really gets to the heart of it. A lot of courses out there, they just assume you have a ton of expensive gear. We're different. We believe you should be able to start with just the smartphone that's already in your pocket. And maybe even more important, the content isn't some generic global stuff. It's specifically grounded in an East African context, thinking about our challenges and our opportunities. So let's break that unique edge down a little more. Being equipment flexible means there are no big financial barriers to get started. We teach you hands-on with pro software that's free, like OBS. Plus, we teach mobile-first strategies specifically for limited bandwidth, which is a real-world issue for so many of us. We also focus on content formats that are culturally relevant right here. And, like we've said, that capstone project at the end means you leave with real, solid results you can point to. And that really is the core promise, isn't it? It's all about getting you tangible results. That final capstone project isn't just some final exam. Nope. It's the very first piece in your professional portfolio. And it prepares you for real-world opportunities right from day one. So there you have it. The path is all laid out, the tools are totally accessible, and the skills are absolutely within your reach. Your journey from just being a viewer to becoming a creator, it really does start now. So the only question left to ask is, what are you going to create?